Most people think Mount Shasta is just a quiet volcano in Northern California. But strange lights, missing hikers, and silent helicopters flying at night have surrounded the mountain in mystery for decades. Locals whisper about secret tunnels, old civilizations, and something even stranger buried deep inside. The government says it's all superstition. But what if it's not? In 2017, geologist Dr. Eli Mercer was hired by a private research group to study seismic activity around Mount Shasta. He had no idea his life was about to change forever. During a routine scan of underground rock layers, his team found something impossible: large, perfectly symmetrical structures buried nearly a mile below the mountain. At first, they thought it might be natural formations. But the shapes were too perfect. Straight lines, circular chambers, passageways that connected like the layout of a city. It didn't match anything geological. Dr. Mercer submitted the data to his superiors. Within 48 hours, the project was shut down. The equipment was removed, and all records were taken. Mercer was asked to sign a non-disclosure agreement. When he refused, he was quietly fired. But he didn't stop investigating. He began reaching out to retired forest rangers, Native American elders, and old military veterans who had once served in the area. Many dismissed him, but some shared cryptic stories. One ranger said he once stumbled across a steel hatch in the woods, embedded into the ground, with no visible screws or bolts. It was cold to the touch, even in summer. When he reported it, 2 men in black suits visited him the next day and warned him never to speak of it again. Another contact, a Vietnam veteran named Harold Pike, said he worked as a security contractor at a secret facility near Mount Shasta in the 1980s. He claimed there was an elevator built into the rock that went straight down, far deeper than any mine should go. He spoke of massive doors, strange symbols on the walls, and machines that looked like nothing made by humans. They weren't building anything down there, Pike said. They were protecting it. Or maybe trying to understand it. Mercer became obsessed. He started camping near the mountain, tracking strange readings with his own equipment. He even flew a drone into a restricted area. What it captured stunned him: an opening in the mountain that seemed to appear and disappear, as if it were camouflaged. Within days, his drone was confiscated, and he was visited by agents claiming to be from the U.S. Geological Survey. But their questions weren't about geology. They asked what he saw, who he told, and warned him not to return. That same week, 3 of his hard drives were stolen from his home. No signs of forced entry. His phone began acting strangely. One night, while reviewing audio logs in his cabin, he heard something disturbing. In the background of one of his recordings, taken near the summit, was a low rhythmic humming. He hadn't noticed it at the time. But when the sound was isolated and enhanced, it revealed something chilling: a deep mechanical pulse, like a machine running underground. Not long after, Mercer vanished. No goodbye messages. No signs of struggle. His car was found parked near Panther Meadow. His gear was gone. His tent, untouched. Police called it a case of voluntary disappearance. But those who knew him said he would never just walk away. Not when he was so close to uncovering the truth. In the years since, more whispers have surfaced. A hiker in 2019 posted a strange video showing what appeared to be metallic structures sticking out from a landslide near the mountain's base. The video was taken down within hours. His account was deleted. He later claimed men showed up at his house pretending to be cable repairmen. He moved out of state a week later and hasn't spoken publicly since. In 2021, leaked satellite images briefly appeared online showing a glowing heat signature coming from beneath Mount Shasta. It wasn't volcanic, it had a pattern, like spokes of a wheel, radiating in perfect symmetry. Experts dismissed it as a glitch. But a former NASA analyst, speaking anonymously, said the pattern matched no known natural formation. "It's not geological," he said. "It's engineered." And that's where the theory began to take shape. According to certain classified documents posted briefly to a hidden server in early 2022, the structure beneath Mount Shasta isn't new. In fact, it's ancient. Much older than humanity itself. The papers, marked with Department of Energy and DARPA logos, describe a non-human technological entity embedded within the Earth's crust, powered by an unknown energy source, still active after presumed millions of years. The origin was listed as NHI Artifact Number 4, Site SHX. NHI stands for non-human intelligence. According to the leak, the U.S. government has known about the object since at least the 1940s, when military planes flying over the area reported strange magnetic interference. It wasn't until the 1970s that a covert excavation began under the name Project Morningstar. Every few years, new teams are brought in, linguists, physicists, even theologians, all trying to understand what the machine is and what it's doing. Here's where it gets darker. One part of the leaked file refers to an internal experiment conducted in 1998. A probe was sent inside the structure. It returned for exactly 3 seconds of video footage before it was destroyed. What it showed was beyond belief: an enormous chamber lined with organic-looking metal, humming softly with light. And in the center, an orb floating above the floor, spinning silently. When enhanced, the orb's surface appeared to show moving images: stars, planets, even what looked like cities on other worlds. One scientist wrote in a classified memo, "It may be a navigation system. Or a map. But where?" More shocking was the last page of the report. It claimed that the machine had changed slightly over time, as if responding to something. The lights had grown brighter. The hum, louder. One researcher even believed it was trying to communicate. They called it the beacon. Some believe it's a remnant of an alien civilization, maybe even a power source left behind to monitor or influence Earth. Others say it could be a gate, a machine waiting for a specific moment to activate. The most disturbing theory? It's not inactive at all. It's counting down. And perhaps, the real reason no one is allowed near Mount Shasta isn't to protect us from discovering it, but to keep it from being disturbed. Because if it wakes up fully, no one knows what will happen. To this day, strange reports continue to surface: drones shutting off, animals avoiding the area, and deep rumblings no one can explain. And every once in a while, hikers claim to hear a soft hum, echoing from deep inside the mountain. Not loud, but enough to feel, in their bones. If you ever find yourself near Mount Shasta, look to the summit and ask yourself, is it just a mountain? Or is it the shell of something far older, and still alive?